Held annually in Berlin, the IFA is Europe's largest consumer tech conference, showcasing the upcoming launches from some of the world's biggest electronic brands. Usually, all the biggest smartphone releases have been at the IFA, but this year we didn't see a lot of phones. Instead, we saw a lot of cool everyday technology, which I want to show you today. In the smartphone department, the only interesting things did come from Huawei, Sony, Motorola and Samsung. Huawei has presented the new Kirin 990 chipset, which features more than 10 billion transistors and a new neural processing engine for crazy AI performance like real-time video editing to cut people and objects out of videos and also change the background in real time. Further, they have released a new P30 Pro in a different design and color, and it will ship with Android 10 and EMUI 10. A review of the beta version can already be found on my channel, so check it out. Sony has released a new Sony Xperia 5, which is basically a compact version of the Xperia 1, featuring a smaller 6.1-inch display, a smaller battery, a Full HD Plus display, and a wide, super wide and telephoto camera with 26, 16 and 52mm focal length. The rest is pretty close to the Xperia 1. Motorola has released something a bit more interesting, the Motorola One Zoom. The One Zoom feels like the closest thing to a proper flagship smartphone Motorola has made in a while, and that due mostly but not entirely to its camera setup. There are 4 cameras around the back. A 48-megapixel camera, a 60-megapixel wide-angle camera that captures a 117-degree field of view, an 8-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom plus OIS, and a 5-megapixel depth sensor. The upper mid-range Snapdragon 675 and 4GB of RAM are definitely no flagship specs, but for the price that is really okay, and I'm really excited for the 25-megapixel front-facing camera as well. My review will come very soon. I could also finally hold the Galaxy Fold in my hands, which now feels really good. The Samsung Galaxy Fold features a number of design changes that have been made to make it consumer ready in the eyes of Samsung. The plastic film across the screen now goes under the bezel and can't be peeled back all that easily anymore. The gap between the screens has also been closed, and that's really something that Huawei also needs to improve on their Mate X, as both the devices felt a bit fragile on the MWC 2019. Samsung has also released the A90 5G. At €749, about $827, the A90 5G is one of the cheapest 5G phones on the market, and it's a bargain compared to Samsung's other 5G phones. A-series phones cost hundreds less than their Galaxy S and Note siblings, while still having many of the same features. While smartphones have been not really present at the IFA, other things like smart home have been almost everywhere. It's too much to cover all nice smart home gadgets here, but one company was really interesting. You may have heard about Tuya. The Tuya Smart IoT platform comprises embedded network modules to make lighting and switches, sensors and plugs, or cameras and appliances seamlessly connect to the IoT. I didn't know that so many of our devices are powered by this company. I really hate it at home when every smart home device needs a specific hub and app which really cloaks my smartphone and blocks my power sockets. But if you buy the new Tuya hub, you can actually use just one hub to control them, and that really makes life easier. Now, having a smart home automation hub equipped with the so-called Pegasus technology means having a gigabit router with Wi-Fi and Zigbee gateway at the same time. That means you can connect and control all your Zigbee compatible devices with it, and on top, you don't need an extra router. The variety of IoT devices and connection protocols have increased with the rising popularity of smart home technology, creating an overwhelming amount of smart home devices and applications. To combat this issue, Tuya creates a more simplified AI plus IoT platform connection, which has already been used to create more than 30,000 different smart objects, and that's really impressive. When it comes to speakers, we also got some brand new cool Bluetooth speakers. First of all, the JBL Pulse 4. JBL is one of the most popular Bluetooth speaker brands in the world. The JBL Pulse 4 is a vivid iteration of a fun portable speaker range with enough of visual difference to make it worth consideration, even if little of the internals have been changed. The new LED panel inside is now looking way better and you don't see any pixels, so it looks like a real lava lamp. You get a 360-degree audio, making it ideal for group gatherings or poolside parties. Especially given the IPX7 water resistance, making it very splash-proof and 12 hours of battery life. My review will come very soon, so stay tuned. Sonos has also released a new wireless speaker, and finally with Bluetooth. This one is called the Sonos Move. I was at the launch event and to be honest it sounds really great, but it's also quite big and weighs around 3 kilograms. The Sonos Move at $400 is a battery-powered smart speaker that promises to last up to 10 hours on a single charge. It integrates via Wi-Fi in your home audio, but can also be taken outside of your home and be used via Bluetooth. It's shockproof, water-resistant and dirt-proof, and I already got it at home for the review, coming in a week. Stay tuned. Almost every company was releasing true wireless headphones, including Huawei with their FreeBuds Free. They come in a round charging box and look pretty similar to AirPods with better microphones and active noise cancellation, even though they are not in-ears. Truly impressive, and my review should also come in a week as well. When it comes to premium noise cancelling headphones, Bose and Sony have been the dominant players over the last few years. But now Sennheiser has turned up with its new momentum-free wireless, and it deserves some attention. I could already test them for a week and they sound fantastic. My full review comes online next week, and there will also be a comparison with the Sony WH-1000 X Mark III. Now, one of my favorite audio brands, Teufel, has also released 3 new soundbars. The Teufel Cinebar Ultima, the Cinebar Lux and the new Cinebass. The Cinebar Ultima is a fantastic soundbar for a really good price of around 700 euros. With big drivers on the side and the dynamo system for virtual sound, it sounds really good for its price and has enough bass so you don't necessarily need a subwoofer. Definitely a great soundbar which you should check out if you're looking for a new one that shouldn't be too expensive. In the network department, AVM has released 3 new AVM Fritzboxes with the new Wi-Fi 6 standard. The 2 fiber modems, the Fritzbox 5550 and 5530, but also the Fritzbox 6660 cable box. All support standard Wi-Fi 6 and have a 2.5 gigabit LAN port for ultra-fast Ethernet. With the Fritzbox 6850 5G, they also present the world's first all-in-one router for the new 5G standard. I personally have 2 Fritzboxes at home, and to be honest, they are the best modems you can get. Never had to reset them, and the stability and multi-MIMO Wi-Fi is just outstanding. In the smartwatch department I found Fossil. Fossil makes great affordable but also really stylish watches. The new generation 5 smartwatches run on Android with a new processor and more RAM. And you can choose between several designer brands. I really like the Armani one, and it is super thin and still offers a full day of battery life. A review sample is on the way and should arrive very soon. So many more cool features have been released at the IFA 2019, and there is more to come in dedicated videos on each topic in the next days. So stay tuned. IFA 2019 was definitely great, and I'm looking so forward to next year. Now my good friend Balazs from Tech Video will tell you his personal highlights. So I'm out.
So on the first day right away we saw a new electric car by Porsche, actually the first electric car by Porsche, which is amazing. 450 kilometers distance you can go with that. It's crazy expensive, 200,000, but it's of course a sports car, and actually in most of the specs worse than a Tesla Model S, but of course we want to try it out, and that's one of my highlights. But when we go to more consumer-based stuff, for example, Huawei showed us a new processor which has 10 billion, really billion transistors. That's 12 zeros. It's kind of crazy. It will be in the new phone that you will see in a few weeks, and also that they are supporting still the old phones with Android 10 is amazing, because still, even though Huawei has some trouble right now, the Android updates are coming still faster than from any other company, which is kind of cool. And the biggest highlight for me was this year actually a kind of boring product, you could say, because it's a Bluetooth speaker, but JBL Pulse 4 just looks amazing, has a really good price for $200, and if you have more than one, you can can just shake them and then they synchronize. When it comes to the pulsating light that you can see inside, it looks like a lava lamp, and that will be available in the next few weeks also, and you don't have to wait for months and months like it's usual with JBL. So there's a whole spectrum of products you can see at the IFA, also even crazy new robots that are dancing, that look a little bit like the little penguins from the new Star Wars movie from Lenovo, and yeah, it's just crazy how much you can fit in 7 days here in 26 halls in Berlin at the IFA 2019.
Check out this Pole 4 video.
Yeah!